Our new box is here. So let's open it up. Alright, I haven't actually watched the spoiler video for this month, so I have no clue what's actually in here. But it's pretty safe to say that it's probably watercolor, because that's been a pretty consistent trend here. Alright, let's see. Ooh, this actually looks really cool. That's the featured artist for the month. I really like that. And those are the socials. And if you guys want to pause and read that, by all means go ahead. Otherwise, let's see what's in the premium box for February. Looks like we have a mechanical pencil. That's gonna be fun. And of course lead. Looks like it's colored lead. That'll be fun. And a grip eraser. That sounds interesting. Alright. I got a pen and some refill packs. A Rapid Sketchmate. Not sure what that is. And then some paper. So let's take a look. Alright. Here we have that pen. And then this is the Rapid Sketchmate. Looks like it's a ruler with some stencil shapes on it. That could be useful. Yeah, here's that colored lead for the mechanical pencil, which is right here, I believe. Yeah. This is the mechanical pencil. It's 0.5. Alright. And then, ooh, a grip eraser from Faber-Castell. This is actually really cool. It's like a little pencil, but it's an eraser. Alright. Okay. These are ink for the pen, I'm assuming. So I guess you somehow take the ink out and put one of these in. And then the Vellum paper. Let's see, for painting, dry media, a whole bunch of different stuff. Oh, okay. It's like, it's actually pretty thin. You can actually see my fingers through it on the other side. It almost feels like baking paper, but alright. I guess it's supposedly not gonna bleed, but let's see how it works. And I almost forgot. This is the little sticker for the month. And there is everything that came in the box this month, so let's open everything up and do some test swatches. So it's a pretty standard 0.5 mechanical pencil, but I'm actually gonna test out these and see how these work. Opens this way. Okay, and then I just gotta change the lid. How do you... I'll be right back. Oh! Okay, that makes sense. Okay, so, first off, there's a little hidden eraser underneath the pen cap here. Just gotta pull it off. And there it is. Now we're gonna take this off, and we're just gonna put the lid in there. Okay, I don't know if I was doing something wrong or not, but I put a couple more pieces in there, and then it finally loaded through. If it'll focus. See, there it is. And then I just shook the other two pieces out. To be honest, I'm quite shocked that they didn't do watercolor this month, because that seems to be all they've been doing lately, so I am really glad that they're adding new mediums into their art. This actually is a really pretty lead. I honestly didn't know that lead came in colors, so that's fun. I'm gonna try and see if I can get all of the other colors and test them out, and I'll be right back. Alright, here we go. Here's all the colors of all different leads that we got. I will say this pen is incredibly difficult to load and unload lead from, pencil. I actually ended up doing a bottom load instead of the top because it just takes like 20 minutes just to get it down. Although the one thing is it is a spring loaded, which means it's, you can see that little spring there, it's going to reduce the breakage of lead. But yeah, I think it's very complicated on the inside and it just takes a while to go through. Or I might just be doing something wrong. I don't know, but there's that. Alright, next up let's try this. If I can get it open. Alright, here we have the pen. That looks interesting. Alright, let's get this stuff out. Alright, this pen comes with instructions and multiple pieces. So, let's see if we can figure this out. I mean, first off, not your regular pen. I mean, it looks more like an X-Acto knife than it does a pen. It's got little ridges on here. It's really hard to see. Let's see if it'll focus. Yeah, it's got little ridges. I'm assuming the ink comes out of that. And then, does this twist off? It looks like it should. Maybe I should read the instructions before I break it. Let's see. Oh, and I believe they go with these different colors. Ooh, there's actually a lot of them in there. Alright, well first, let's try and load this, and then we'll figure out the colors. Oh, there we go. All right. Well, that's interesting. Okay, so we get this to focus. Looks like there's a little dot there, and then on the other side there's a dot in the corner where the ink comes out of, so very interesting. And the instruction and care manual came with like a word chart, so I guess it's good for calligraphy and stuff, so that's cool. We also have this Faber-Castell, what was it called? Grip eraser, so this is fun. Let's see. Yeah, you know, that actually erases pretty well. Let's see. There you go. Yeah, that actually does a decent job. It did erase better on just the regular lead than the, oops, I got ink on my finger, than the colored leads, but it still erases. I'm sure if you work at it, it'll erase more. Alright, and last thing we need to talk about is this little ruler tracer thing, if I can open it. you guys have this box, definitely trim your nails before opening it, because it's not very nail friendly. Okay, so we've got like a curvy edge on this side, or like well yeah, so there's different brackets on each side, and then we've got a couple shapes, and then it's 6 inches, so that's cool. You know, if you need a geometric design or anything, you know, it could be helpful. Okay, and this is the moment of truth, because I made a mess with this ink, and the paper's pretty thin, so it didn't bleed at all. Like, I'm looking at it on screen, and like real life, it did not bleed at all. That is actually pretty amazing. For the paper being so thin, it did not bleed. It does feel a lot like wax paper. It probably has some sort of protective coating. To be honest with you, I have no idea what I'm going to do with these products. But let's give it a go, and I'll be right back. Alright, this took a lot of planning because I wanted to do a portrait, but 1, it wasn't coming out right, and 2, we don't really have the colors for that, you know? Like, I mean, take a look inside. I could make the skin pink. If you take a look inside, we could have done pink skin, but, you know, I'd rather not. So, this is what we're doing. This little skeleton with a skateboard. And I think this actually could do some pretty fun designs. So, I'm gonna take the eraser and just skim over it. And I think we should probably line it first. I don't know. Let's see. Alright, that's what it looks like now. There was a lot of bleeding going on with that black ink, so that is a little bit of a problem. You know, the ink's gonna bleed, and the ink was actually relatively dry.
One thing to note is that putting Lear on top of the other ink,
whatever, it's
made it bleed really bad.
I'm just gonna fill in some of the shapes with some color, and then I think we're all done after that. And this is what we have. In all honesty, I'm not loving the colors. So I'm gonna fill all of these shapes in with black, I think. But, I mean, this didn't turn out half bad. Okay, I just went over that with some India ink that they had before. And I like it better. It's still really busy. I think I'm gonna do this again digitally, but without all these shapes. I just wanted to test out all the colors. Wasn't great, but, you know, I think for a different kind of drawing, it probably would have worked out great. You know, like, I like how these little flames turned out on here. But I mean, yeah, but that's what we got. So I'll probably redo this digitally and post it on Instagram later on this week without all of the other shapes around it. But I mean, I think it's pretty cool. So let me know what you think, and don't forget to like and subscribe. And I hope you all have a great day. Bye. Before I go, I just want to point out that I have all of these ink canisters just sitting in a cup. And honestly, I'm not sure if they're gonna dry, if I leave them open or not, but yeah, that's the only downside of this, is just, you're just gonna have a whole bunch of opened ink canisters, so yeah.